Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly what's coming towards you reading. So we're going to have a look at the energies that are coming towards you, hopefully give you a little bit of a heads up so you can make the most of your coming week. We're going to have a look at the underlying energy for you. How you're feeling, an obstacle that you may need to overcome, what's happening easily for you, what's going on in your environment, and also the opportunity that this week is presenting with you if you choose to engage with it. We'll also be pulling a love oracle card for those of you interested in your love life, and a couple of tarot cards to get you a message about your love life. That message may build on top of the main energies of the reading, or it could be something separate for you. So stay tuned and we'll get that pulled out for you. Readings are general, guys. So if they resonate with you, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to share your experiences, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. If this doesn't resonate with you, then not to worry. Feel free to check out your moon or your rising signs. There may be something in those for you. So Scorpio. Sorry, my camera's twitching a little bit, isn't it? Press that. How are you doing this week? What's going on? Oh, nice. We've got the Fool energy. Feeling like a fool, feeling like taking a bit of a leap of faith, maybe brand new beginning. Oh, beautiful. Energy that you need to overcome or work through somehow is the Sun. What's in your environment is the Eight of Wands. A lot of action, a lot of activity going on here. What's happening easily for you is the Four of Cups. Oh dear. Opportunity for you, should you choose to engage with the energies of the week, is the Four of Swords. And the underlying energy is the Six of Swords. Right, okay, so you are quite clearly kind of moving away from something. The Six of Swords does talk about moving on, moving away from conflict. Understanding that, you know, you just don't want to put up with this conflict anymore, and you've decided to sort of move on to something a little bit calmer. You're moving on to a better situation, calmer waters and all that. So the energy that's free flowing around you, that's in your environment this week for you, that you're kind of easily picking up on, is the Four of Cups. And this talks about being a little bit sort of unimpressed or dissatisfied with the offers, with what you've got going on around you. With the Cups, this is something emotional. There may be that your options for emotional fulfillment, you know, it's really just not doing it. You can't see anything in your environment that's really kind of inspiring you to take action. This is a bit of a, oh, I'm so sorry, my cat's decided to come and join us. That's Athena's tail. This is a bit of a kind of a meh energy, you know, it's like, meh, I can't be bothered. There's a level of apathy with this. So the opportunities around you for romantic or emotional fulfillment, they're really just not kind of doing it for you. Hence, I'm guessing why this is you deciding to kind of clear off, really, and to move on. Now, you are in the Fool energy, guys. This is the start of the major arcana. It is the start of a brand new cycle. It does talk about maybe having to take a little bit of a leap of faith, but this is you at the beginning. So I think there is, as I say, there is maybe a little bit of boredom around you, a little bit of, you know, not being able to see anything that's really kind of inspiring you or fulfilling you emotionally. Having just walked away or left a situation that was just kind of full of conflict. Now, the obstacle for you this week is the Sun card. This is the major arcana card for Leo. Take that however it resonates. But with the Sun card, this is really, the Sun is kind of what we've incarnated. In astrology, the Sun talks about our hero's journey through this life. This is what we've incarnated to be. You know, this is us on our true path, in our own energy, being unashamedly ourselves and just, you know, really kind of being divine and shining. So with this, with the Four of Cups and with the Sun energy as the obstacle, it could be that you're just really kind of struggling to see or find or think about what could make you happy. What could fulfill you, what it is that you're here for. You may be kind of questioning your divine purpose. For some of you, the Sun card, as I say, it does refer to Leo, but it can also talk about, it is the ego. So anyway, so the Senna card in this position, this is something that you need to work through or work over. So this is either, as I say, it's sort of trying to understand what your purpose is, what it is that's going to make you happy, and sort of get you out of this kind of emotional funk maybe that you're in. There could be an issue with egos around you. Maybe there's an ego that needs to be kind of overcome, maybe an issue with Leo for some of you. But yeah, I think Scorpio, it just looks like you're in a little bit of a funk. You've got this brand new beginning. You're at the start of this new sort of chapter, but it feels to me that you just, yeah, I think emotionally there's just a little bit of a kind of a funk here. Really, you're not really very excited. I don't think, not as excited as I would be if I had this this new beginning. But I'm in Aries mood, so I like to kind of charge into things. So what we've got going on in your environment, we've got the Eight of Wands, and this does talk about action. So yeah, this feels very much like there's a lot of action going on around about you. There's a lot of chaos going on, possibly. You're maybe in a really kind of busy environment. There's a lot of shifts and chains going on around about you, and you're just kind of sitting in the middle of it thinking, well, this isn't inspiring. The Eight of Wands in this position, the Eight does talk about a lot of action, a lot of communication. So it could be that you know, maybe you do need to, there's maybe some sort of action. You maybe, you know, need to kind of maybe shake yourself out of something. The opportunity this week for you, if you kind of engage with the energies, the Four of Swords talks about its rest and recuperation, but it talks about really kind of coming to terms with the pain and the suffering and the loss of the past. At the Four of Swords, can you see his full sword on this one? Oh, it's just down there. At the Four of Swords, there is a new clarity, there is a new understanding, there is really kind of coming to terms with the pain and disappointment of the past. So this week, the opportunity, if you can overcome whatever this obstacle of the Sun is, as I say, I think looking at this Four of Cups, be it this kind of emotional funk that you're in, when nothing is inspiring you to take action, you know, when there's nothing really kind of floating your boat, it is difficult sometimes to get kind of excited about something. But I think more fundamentally, I think possibly there is something that's closing out for you. There's maybe something that you're moving away from. You're at the start of this new beginning. But I think the issue for you is really kind of trying to understand what it is that's going to make you happy. And that's a tricky situation. You know, I've been kind of in that situation before where you know what you don't want, but you're not necessarily sure what you do want. So I think this week is one where there is a closing out, there is a moving away, there is an opportunity to come to terms with the past as you move away from it. But the real kind of obstacle for you this week is either around understanding or trying to define your purpose, maybe trying to define your identity. There may be some issues with sort of ego or Leos. Obviously take that however it resonates. But looking at your environment, there is a lot of action around you. And in this position, this is either something that's going against you or something that you need to incorporate. So I think looking at the other energy that you've got around you, I think energetically you maybe do need to have a little bit of a stretch and maybe shake your arms and legs out and I don't know, maybe try and shake this energy off somehow, guys. So let's have a look at the Love Oracle, so you'll get a message from that for you. As I say, this could link in to the main images, or this could be a separate message. I just take it however it resonates. But let's have a look and see what comes through. Okay, so Scorpio, past lives. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different past lives. Okay. It could be that what you're offered is not really, it's not the one that you want. You know, there may have been a feeling of kind of holding out for a soul connection. There may be somebody particular that you had in mind that is maybe lost to you somehow. And the offers around you, they're just really just not stacking up. Because I think it's probably a fairly big loss that you've had previously. But the Oracle card is saying that, you know, we do reunite with people over and over again. So if this is a connection that's done and everybody's just not kind of stacking up, or if you're waiting for a soulmate to come in, you know, if you're really sort of ready to connect with that divine counterpart, maybe come into divine union, the Oracle is coming in to say that we do connect with these people over and over again. So if you haven't met them yet, you know, it's never too late. And if this is somebody that you've been with and they've now left your life and, you know, left you at a place where nobody else really kind of measures up, then the Oracle is saying, you know, not to worry. You will see them again, maybe not in this lifetime, but if you are, you know, sort of divine counterparts, then we always do sort of come into union or find our soulmates again in another lifetime. So what have we got? We've got the Six of Swords. Six of Swords here, guys. So there was a moving away in the past. In the present, there is a devil energy here. The devil energy is major arcana for Capricorn. Some of you may be dealing with Capricorn, but the devil energy does talk about manipulation. It talks about control. It talks about toxicity. These are the things that we give our power away to, whether this is substances, toxic patterns of behavior, toxic relationships, toxic people. So yeah, I think the sort of the energy that you're in at the moment is you're really kind of sort of face to face with your demons really at the moment. Whatever this, whether this is something within you, whether this is you sort of working through your own patterns or kind of coming face to face with your own patterns, having walked away from something, or just having to deal with the toxicity of somebody else. This is something I think at the minute that you're kind of going, that you're being confronted with, you know, you're really kind of going head to head with. And the future then, so what is, this is coming into the Two of Swords. Okay, so at the Two of Swords, there is a truth here. There is a decision that you need to make. There is some sort of information that you're missing, I think, some sort of understanding that you need, and that I can't see past this card. So I think because it's kind of stopping here, I think the Two of Swords, there is some sort of information coming, maybe something that you don't quite know about, something that you need to understand, a perspective maybe that you need to take, but this is like a kind of a conscious choice or a conscious decision to do so. And that's as far as I can see. So I think moving forward, this decision, this choice, about your love life, about the sort of the healing patterns, about your soulmates and these connections, I think whatever this choice is, this decision, this clarity, this perspective, this truth that you're looking for and what you use it for in the future is very much going to kind of determine how things work out for you. But the Oracle is coming in to remind you that we do reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lifetimes. So if at the moment you are in this kind of space of apathy, nothing around you is really kind of living up to what you'd hope for, just understand that if you're waiting to meet somebody, they will arrive at some point. And if there's somebody that you've sort of moved away from, there's some healing from the past, from the pain, from the loss, from the disappointment available for you. But you will have another opportunity in another lifetime to kind of go through the cycle again and hopefully, you know, heal those wounds and get this connection thriving and moving and developing a little bit more. So guys, if you got something from the reading, give us a thumbs up. If you want to share your experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. So feel free to add some in there. I do read all of the comments. And if not, have an awesome week and I'll see you back here next time. Cheers guys. Bye bye.